This is the AeroGarden Farm XL, and here's how to set it up. So to get started, make sure the front is facing you. The front is the side with the monitor. So then you want to grab the left piece. They're labeled L and R, so this has an L on it, so it's the left piece. So now that you have the left piece, you want to go ahead and slide it in right here. So these two pieces line up. This is where you put the washer and the screw in. Next, open up the side storage compartment where you can attach the next two washers and screws. The right side is set up the exact same way as the left. Just don't forget those washers when you attach those screws. Once both legs are attached, flip your AeroGarden over, and now you can move it to its final location. Now attach the two base metal bars to the frame. You may need to add a little force to get the bars in place. Once the bars are in place, add washers and screws to each hole. This next part of the setup is pretty easy, but just attach all the cords to the top part of the unit. Finally, you want to add the water bowls to the AeroGarden and guide the cords to the back of the unit, making sure that they're positioned correctly. This is an important but easy step, but you want to attach the control box by connecting all these cords in the right location. This control box controls the water pump and the water indicator. Now we need to release the light hanging cords from the top of the unit and remove these little plugs from the lights, but put them aside. We're going to need them in a second. Now you want to add the cords back to the lights and put those plugs back in to hang the lights in the right position. Now we need to finish up setting the lights by adding the cords to each light. This next step is optional, but they've included a magnetic trellis that you won't need until your plants are bigger. Now you can follow the instructions on the screen. It will tell you that the water's low, obviously, because you haven't added any yet. I'm growing pepper, so I'm selecting pepper. I'm selecting the time I want the lights to come on. And now I'm going to be adding the water. I'm using filtered water. You don't want to use tap water because they can have other substances in it, chemicals in it. They recommend a high oxygen rich water, but I think that would be too expensive. So for now, I'm just going to be using filtered water. And I think I added about a gallon of water to each tank, but the monitor will let you know when it's full. So now I'm adding my custom seeds. I'll have another video showing you how to add your own seeds to your seed packets, but it's also very important to have all the holes covered. So I'm using golf balls. You don't want any light reaching into the water tank. Last thing I want to mention is that you don't want to overcrowd, so don't use every hole, but that was how to set up the AeroGarden Farm. If you guys found this video helpful, give it a like and please subscribe.